one you love. You know my mother now, and the dying now, and my father left me poor child of cry. And oh, baby, now, well now come on, baby, now, I want you to hold my hand, yeah, tight as you can. I know that time, oh, it's the right time to be the one you love now. You know what I'm thinking of. Oh, sing a song about that. Da-dee-dee-do. 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 Da-dee-dee-do.
Welcome to the Leon Watkins Show. I hope everybody had a wonderful time this past few days. Hope you're enjoying the weather. Just hold it down. We'll be right back.
I said, baby, oh, baby, now, oh, come on, baby, you know I want you by my side, I want you to keep me satisfied.
Yeah, we coming out with a new delivery this morning, this evening, and where we all in the world. But I just wanted to hear. I haven't heard that in quite a while, and I just wanted to hear that song. I hope that someone else can enjoy it the way that I did. May the Lord give us all blessings. How's everybody doing this morning? How y'all doing? What you been up to? What's going on? What y'all cooking tonight? Something. I know we got to talk about it now. We've been incommunicado for a minute. Let's bring it back to the forefront. Before I get into anything, I want to introduce my special guest today. This is Janine Watkins Lampkin. He's here visiting. Say something to him, Janine, to the people.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Yeah, she said on the way here, I'm just going to bust this right quick. She said, who's listening? I want to bring that up to everybody who are here. She said, you listen. I want y'all got to tell me if you're listening or not. I want to let her know who's listening. Yeah, we're going to let her know if we're listening.
Yeah, who's out there? Anybody out there listening? Who's listening?
As y'all see, she got it honest. She just stuck right in, so
right.
That's the way it go. Anyway, let me get back to my show. I had to do that before. Anyway, I just want to thank the Lord here today. Could we please give the Lord his blessings as we go? Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. Give us the opportunity to do things that will be pleasant to you and to others out there who really need you, who are in despair. Thank you, Lord, for hearing us this morning. Amen.
Amen.
My, you know, what you got there?
Bobby Blue Band.
You kidding?
Some muddy waters.
Oh, what you trying to do?
your
What you trying to do
jazz
with me, man?
blues
Uh-oh, this is the original here. This is the
Jazz
bad boy. You got to put that one on there right now. Let me.
Some of them you want to hear?
All of them. That's the classic back then in the day, girl.
I'm not ashamed.
I'm not ashamed. Put it on. Anyone you can name any one of them.
Is that right?
I can sing them all, and I ain't heard them things 40, 50 years. But I was into it that much. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, we're gonna do the music thing. You got it set? You got it queued?
It'll be ready for you when you're ready.
I'm real well. Okay. First of all, let's talk about something right quick before we get into that. I want to talk about a couple of things. First of all, why is the people putting that lead in that water up there in Flint, Michigan.
Uh-oh.
Why is all these people getting sick? People dying up there because the governor or the mayor or something they playing around with the water up there, and people are getting it's really bad. I never heard nothing like that before, where the government is doing stuff that's really killing people. 10 people died from Legionnaire's disease as a result of this stuff.
I heard of Legionnaire's disease.
Yeah, it was the thing. It was came in back in the 80s where they'd be at conventions or be around. It was really a common thing at the time, you know.
So it actually came from those people who are the Legion something.
The Legionnaires, that's just the name of the disease.
So it came from them?
The Legionnaires?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh.
It must have started, it didn't have to come from them. I think it started in one of their conventions or something.
Oh.
It might have came from them, human beings, I don't know.
Come on, man.
Could be. But this has come from that water in Flint, Michigan. Okay?
Wow.
What do you think of that?
I think we need to pray.
Who's representing them? Well, who's their attorney?
Well, they haven't even got to
case?
that yet. All these people sick. They got it though. It's class action
They
suit.
representative.
Class action suit. Well, that's what you have to do. In Flint, I mean, this is not the most prosperous economy in the world. There, the Flint. So I don't know what they're gonna do. I know people are sick and dying though because of what they did. And they admitted they did it. So.
Yeah, same thing's probably going to happen with the gas leak.
Oh,
Now that.
That's already happening. I think some people already done submitted. Well, you're supposed to. I mean, they got this stuff, they're leaking, and people are sick, getting cancer and all that. Yeah, you got to be, sometimes they're so big that they just take for granted that they can just do whatever they want to do to people because of who they are. And they got money, because money speaks to people. They think they can run you over. And every now and then, somebody stands up and says, no, this ain't the way we're going to do this one here, partner.
But your daughter's like, I ain't with that.
No, not at all. Because shut it off. What's the reasoning behind not being able to shut it off?
Because they said it's not know the technical terms of it, but it's the way that you have to shut off a gas wherever it is. It's a big, huge pocket of it and all that. And you just can't shut it off or something because of the leak, where the leak is. It has to be a slow, gradual shutdown. Now, whatever all the technology and all this, what they're saying, because if they could just shut it off, they would. They losing all they losing all the money and losing everything.
Well, I think these are the end times.
Right.
I think everything that man has done and created is falling apart. I think it's just letting you know who really is God, who's really in control.
Right.
I think that's what's happening.
Well, that it's always been happening, but now we're getting to a crucial point where you can see it all around you. Because from the very beginning of when Adam and Eve was kicked out, we began to go downhill. And see, it's been going on since. You want to go back that far. But now you could see it with your own eyes. Things is not going. I mean, even with the weather, people don't want to admit that we have a global warming. They're still fighting their tooth and nail. It doesn't mean you can see it. You can see things. The animals are migrating. Things are coming up places they know because their hunting ground is gone. The waters are too warm for the food that they eat, so they move on. And so then when they move on, the prey move on because they don't eat. Ain't nothing there.
Wow.
And they're getting closer and closer to humans. That's another thing. They become an ancestor. She came into her front porch and they showed it. And it was this big lizard-like alligator stuck to a wall on the porch. I mean, it was at least 6 foot almost.
What?
And it was just stuck to her side of her house, up on the porch.
Where was this?
I forgot where it was. I didn't look at it. No, I checked that out.
I see you all right?
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
That's your sense of humor has always been suspect.
It was pretty funny.
Because he always, give shout out to his sister, brother-in-law.
Well, I'm doing.
His niece and everything. So alligator. That
in
sounds like
Mississippi.
Louisiana, Mississippi,
Right.
down there by the
I said like an alligator. It wasn't an alligator. It was a lizard.
A lizard that big?
Yes.
Ooh. Oh, come on.
It was like an alligator, but it was a big lizard.
Missed that one.
Oh, my God.
And then the captain under that said, "What would you do?"
Oh.
What would you do?
Mama!
Hey. Well, I guess you wouldn't know from there because I wouldn't be back there. That's one thing.
Yeah, that's why we're in Los Angeles.
Absolutely.
You know. Well, I mean that's a good thing you're there, but they moving this way.
Oh, you saying they coming here?
Of course.
Oh my God.
Everything comes to California.
Right. Everything and everybody.
They come on, man. Come on now. You know, but we look at these things and we having fun with it and all that, but people are really getting sick with that water though.
Yeah, we really.
And they showed the water. They put it in the water is the color of what color is that water? I mean, it's dark like your jacket there. It's that color, and they had it in a jar. I come right out of the hydrant.
Oh my God.
Well, they need to get Aaron Brockovich on the case, right?
Well, they got the
Remember
people.
She did that.
Yeah, I
That
know it-
reminds me of that.
Yeah, well,
that
it's-
show.
no,
Yeah, the movie.
No, that's the same thing. I think she is on this case already.
Okay. Yeah, because
It
it
is
sounds
the same
just
thing.
like the whole
Same thing.
situation. She got those.
But this is much worse than that.
Yeah, because people were dying, the kids were dying. They had all these horrible diseases, and
But-
the company knew about it.
But see, then the company they had to fight it. Here you can't fight. They've already admitted it.
Wow.
They had a big
So-
press conference yesterday. The governor. They already admitted everything. They know they did it. And you know what his solution was at that time? He was going to send everybody a case of water, and so he wouldn't got. I think it was 28 people for so many, 60 or 70,000, whatever. It's their job to go give this household some water, either a gallon of water or a case of water.
Gallon.
One
And then when it run out, then what? That's their solution right now.
No way.
Know who Jesus is. Yeshua.
Absolutely.
You see, we all are in that same boat because what could be done with that? I mean, people are dying as a result of, and I still don't understand what they did. They recirculated or something, water to get into the drinking water by mistake, or was it deliberate, or
Well,
what?
they have filters. The
filters was something with the
Yeah,
filters
faulty
was-
filter, and they
was
know
messed
about
up.
it. Probably didn't fix it.
Right. That's exactly right. You're exactly right. There's some filters they were talking about. It's deliberate.
Reverse osmosis, all that is part of that.
You know, like I said, is
Insane.
and I look at that and I just feel that, and I always try to put what if I had family there, kids or whatever, because pretty soon, see, the kids get older, and I'm not putting nothing on nobody, but that's lead. That we already improving, and lead is not good for human beings.
Yeah, they've proven
Exactly.
that a long time ago with the paint.
You got
Yes,
to change all that.
yes,
But
yes.
this,
School.
but now
Kids
you,
have to get
but
tested,
now you're
yeah.
drinking it and taking baths in it.
It's sad. So therefore, we don't know. There is a real serious need for us to trust in the Lord, our God, because remember in the scripture it talks about where if you eat or drink any hurtful or harmful thing, it won't bother you because you prayed over it and you blessed it.
Right,
God
right.
is-
That's what we do. That's why we do it.
That's important.
Yeah, we free it from the curse of this world.
Yeah.
Before we eat, we don't know what it is, but we're gonna eat.
Mhm.
So we just trust God to free
Well, he
it
says
from
all
that
things
curse.
are lawful, because see, back in the day, everything wasn't lawful to eat.
Right.
You know, cloven hoofs and this and that you couldn't eat that.
Exactly.
And even
They were
like now, the Jews got
sacrifices.
certain things they don't eat today
Exactly.
as a
Right,
result
right.
of that, all that. But when Jesus came, he said all things. Just
But
pray
then you
over
have
your
the people
food.
who start pumping it up with
Pray-
these antibiotics and all these different.
That's another story. Now,
poisons.
it's the same thing, how they pumping up the water.
Exactly.
Federal
Right. Right.
Drug Administration, all that stuff.
They're doing, trying to make it be whatever they're making it be, and it's not really food anymore. Oh, Lord. So the only thing that we can do is pray, put it in the higher power.
Yeah, and then also we can get they have different filtration systems that you can hook on yourself at home, which I have one.
Well, I'm sure people have them.
Yeah, I do.
What do you have?
It's a water filtration little thing you hook up to the nozzle, and it filters your water. Yeah, you can get that for the water that you drink.
Did I used to have one?
Well, you have the little kind with you have to have the filter that you have to change. Mine it's like
Oh,
30,000 so many gallons. I don't
okay.
even have to worry about it. Yeah.
Okay, this is a good discussion. People need to be
Because
discussing
there's
this
options.
instead of discussing who's where. Let's discuss something that can help y'all.
Something that can
we
help
can,
benefit.
yeah, you can always go to the club. We know that, but talk about something that you can get involved in. You need to be forming things too. You need to try to form something in your neighborhoods and some people, you ladies or men, to begin to deal with some of these things. Because you don't know if it's happening there, it could happen anywhere.
Well, see, that's why you have your councilmen and your people that are supposed to be watching over what's happening in their community so they can inform their community members of what is really.
The governor's giving the people bottles of water.
Well, that's good.
The governor, not the councilman, the one.
Okay, so
I'm talking about the governor of the state.
The councilman, all of those people
Right.
that have. Actually, the councilmen are closer than the governor to the community.
I think
Governor
the
is
councilman
over the
was.
councilman.
The councilman was standing behind the governor, but to me,
But
if
he's
you're
the
in the
leader.
district, they should be up talking.
Yeah, the
True.
councilman is the one before the governor.
Yeah,
He's
but
like
that's the
yeah,
communities
the
in the
community,
neighborhoods.
yeah.
it's
Right.
community thing, councilman, because you brought the councilman up. It
So
should
the
be.
neighborhood councils and all that
Exactly.
kind of stuff. They
But
need to have
I
plans.
think, but can you imagine,
In
though? I
place.
mean, it's all in the waterway. How bad is it? How far is it? Where do you start with that? How do you clean that up? Some kind of way is pouring into the system.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this: people have to take things into their own hands. There's the Culligan man. There is some other companies that we heard
Okay.
of that come
Absolutely.
and brings water,
Water. But see,
filters, tanks. And things
Here's my
to
assumption
your-
to you. Do you feel like they haven't done any of this stuff?
It's not that it's the people now have to
Oh,
take
so you
that
don't
into
think the
their
people
own
haven't done
hands.
that?
Some can because some can afford it. But those that can't, then they need to get together and put their money together.
My last question.
And say, well, you get the water tank in your house and
Absolutely.
we'll
Okay,
come
mhm.
and buy water from you. There it is. Somebody has to take the lead
Well,
and become the
okay.
support
Yeah, now that I think
team
about
in the
it.
community.
Well, yeah, that's
Absolutely.
true. I don't know if it's done or not. What I see was David would he would look it up. David, where you at? You can tell me you look this up
He's not
so you can
doing
let us
well.
know. Hey man, I want you to get better.
Bless you, David.
I know you're listening to it, man. You see, we stuck here. In fact, do it anyway.
Well,
Why don't you
There's
let's
the
find out what
alkaline
they're
water
doing.
system
Yes.
that the I don't know, is that
Okay,
from
I
China?
don't. Yes, it's from
You heard of that?
Japan.
Is it
Yes.
Japan?
Yeah.
So there are systems.
I understand.
There's water drops that you can go
Okay.
into the health food store and find water drops to purify your water.
Okay, yes, like
Okay.
like they have that for the fish tanks. Where
Oh,
the little drops, you can even have your
See,
fish.
If you can get your
to-
fish some clean water,
Exactly.
truly,
Get those
you can
drops
get
as
yourself
well. Mm-hmm.
Some clean water with some drops. So we now have to just start looking for
Oh,
ways.
well, I'm gonna have to
do.
find next time. I
Nothing-
learned something that I'm gonna have to do though.
What?
I'm gonna have to get me. I gotta have another fella here. You know,
You need another man. So the women
'cause I know this ain't
are
working.
out
Here.
work.
This ain't gonna
And
work.
see, you his daughter.
Absolutely.
So you know
This
you,
ain't gonna-
you
this
got
ain't
the
gonna work,
upper
man.
hand.
So I need to-
Solutions.
I need to get a.
Don't worry
Come up-
about
we
that.
come up
We're
with
here to help
solutions.
you. We're here because
Absolutely.
I
of
know
you.
that's what she said.
Oh, we do have one of your guests, Mr. Charles Brister is
Who is he?
here.
What did he do now?
Charles Brister has 1-800-UNITE-US, and he probably has a water company that can help
He
us
has
out.
who?
1-800-UNITE-US.
What is that?
Well, we're going to talk to him in a minute. So, I tell you what, I'm going to put your muddy waters on. No, your Bobby Blue.
Go ahead.
Let's see how you feel.
Yeah, 'cause I can see. Huh? We'll be back in a minute.
I'm not angry 'cause I caught you lying. Whoa, baby, no matter what you do, I'm gonna keep on loving you, and I'm not ashamed. Oh no, I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed 'cause I fell on my knees and beg you, baby, to take me back, please. Whoa, oh, baby, some people call me the biggest fool in town, but I'm not ashamed. Oh no, I'm not ashamed. Although you lie, scandalize my name, but I still love you. Just the same, I'm not ashamed 'cause you saw me cry. I'm not angry 'cause I caught you lying. Baby, no matter what you do, I'm gonna keep on loving you, and I'm not ashamed. Oh no, I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed 'cause you saw me cry. I'm not angry 'cause I caught you lying.
All right. Oh, he's still there. I still hear it. Out there. All right.
No matter what you do,
Bobby Blue Bland, y'all.
keep on loving
I
you.
used to deal with him, man, when I was a teenager. He put me to sleep a minute at night.
Not ashamed.
After I got my heart broke, he said he ain't ashamed, so I'm listening. Oh, man. But I liked it. I liked it singing, still do. Yes, sir. We got another guest that came in that's going to pick up on our conversation. Brother Brister.
Yes, good morning. Great to be here.
Oh, man. Glad to have you here. I heard you say you came in about traffic.
Oh, yeah. This traffic in California is ridiculous, especially since they passed that law allowing illegals to drive. That's that many more people on the road.
Look, man,
But the
look,
key
man,
is to just give yourself more time. If you're living here in California, give yourself more time to get to where you got to get.
Brother Brister, I'm glad you're here and everything, but don't make me laugh like that, okay? I didn't want to, but there was a force, and I don't like the forced laugh.
Right.
Did
You
he laugh?
see that forced laugh? You know, you said something, boom, and I said, it just came out. I'm on the air. Please don't make me laugh.
All right.
Put your finger up when you say you're going to tell a joke or something so I can get prepared, because that was funny.
Okay.
That's really a compliment.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. No problem. We don't do it again, though. Anyway, we're going to talk about, Brother Brister, I need to give me a little something about you. I don't know.
Way back in '93, shortly after the uprising because of the Rodney King situation, I really took a look at things and realized that a lot of our problems and solutions is based on economics. A lot of it is based on how much money we spend with each other, how we treat each other. Those are the two main things that's going to determine our future, right? And so one of the things I did in the research is found out that black people spend a lot of money here in America. We spend more money than the entire country of Canada. We spend $1 trillion every year. That's over $100 billion a month. The problem is that almost all of it goes to somebody else. And so we have to, if we want to improve our lives, the lives of our children, we have to spend more with each other. And so one of the problems I found out in talking with a lot of people is they just didn't know where to go. Because one of the things about black Americans is that we do not have ethnic name recognition. Okay. So even though somebody,
okay,
go ahead.
I want you have to break that down a little bit. Okay. I'm not saying, it might be somebody that, what you mean by that?
Yeah, so even, like for instance, let's say you're on a job, you get a list of doctors. You see Dr. Lopez. Well, he's Hispanic.
Right.
Dr. Suzuki, you can narrow him down. But what about Dr. Jones, Dr. Marshall? You don't know. Right? You don't know. So if it's black, if the person is black, African American, you just don't know in most cases. And that just goes back to slavery because we were the only group that was forced to give up our names and our language. Okay. You can imagine what would happen to Hispanics and Asians if there was some law passed where they couldn't use their language and had to change their names once they got here. It'd be a tremendous blow to their economy. Exactly. So what I discovered, what we need is an easy way to find each other. And so I was thinking about 2 o'clock in the morning, I woke up with this number in my head, 1-800-UNITE-US. And so I called at 2 o'clock in the morning, hoping nobody would answer. I wouldn't get a voicemail or something. Cursed out. But nobody answered. So 8 o'clock that morning, I called AT&T and locked in the number and have had the number ever since.
Wow. Okay. Very good.
Nice.
And so we started in August of 93. I remember our first phone call, somebody had a plumbing accident. They needed new carpet. And they were on their way. They were planning to go to Carpeteria that day, but they heard about.
Carpeteria.
You might remember that carpet dealer. But they called us, and we was able to give the brother a $1,400 job. The woman was very happy. He was very happy, and we were on our way.
Oh, that's good.
And so we continue that service where people can call in, or they even text us now, or email us at info@1-800-UNITEUS.com and find out where the businesses are. So let's say you want to get your washing machine fixed, or you want to buy some jewelry, or you're looking for a good black restaurant, or a contractor, anything. Buy a new hat. You can call 1-800-UNITE-US. And so, and there's our examples where we do support each other. One is when we get our hair fixed, right? Most of us go to a black barber, black beautician. And for that reason, you can't count the number of black hairstylists there are in the country. There's just thousands because we support them, right? Another example would be the churches. Most of us go to black churches. You can't count how many black churches there are because most of us go to black churches. So what if every one of us that went to a black church or a black hairstylist also went to a black cleaners? You wouldn't be able to count the number of black cleaners or a black restaurant or a black dentist. And if we did that, then we would have a much better future. There's a principle in economics called the multiplier effect. And here's how it works. Let's say you go to my gas station, spend $100. Then I take that $100 and go to and spend it at a black restaurant. That's $200. And then that restaurant owner spends his money at a black cleaners. That's $300. So that same $100 has multiplied 3 times in that example. In Asian and Jewish communities, it multiplies over 10 times. So that $100 he gives to that Asian nail salon or whatever business, they're going to take that money and spend it with other Asians, right? And there's nothing wrong with it. That's just what they do. All right? So we have to learn the same thing if we're going to stick around. Otherwise, we'll continue to lose our neighborhoods, our future, right? Our population. We'll lose all of that because America is a capitalistic country. So the more money you have spending amongst yourselves, the better off you are. And the good news is we have the freedom to do that. Right now, if we wanted to, we could take billions of dollars and put it in the black-owned banks. We have black banks right here in California. One United Bank, Broadway Federal. I happen to bank at One United. Great service, short lines. And the good thing about that is every dollar we put into a bank, one of our black banks, that bank can leverage that and lend out $10. And that's great for businesses, for people that want to buy real estate. And, it just benefits us. In other words, the more money we spend with each other, the better.
Okay. You said a lot so far. And I stopped you because I'm trying to absorb with everything you're saying. I know you got stuff on this that paperwork that you leave around, I'm sure.
Yeah, I can leave you something, sure.
Because I'm definitely going to be calling you.
All right. And then that number, 1-800-UNITE-US, for somebody that may still have a BlackBerry, 1-800-UNITE-US, that number is actually 1-800-864-8387.
Oh, okay.
1-800-864-8387.
Well, you don't give me
Okay. And you can call or you can look us up on the internet and text us or email us, and be glad to get back to you
Well, I
same
think
day.
these kind of things were needed because, when we did the family helpline, it was as a need. It was in the community. And these things are needed. And something that comes up usually with just a person who sees the need.
Exactly.
And said, this is not happening.
Right.
And we need to have because the helpline's premise was the community didn't have their own line to call. If they needed something, they even get to you.
Exactly.
You see, because the helpline was the hub of everything. Call the helpline, blah, blah, blah. And they said, oh, I need this black barber or whatever.
Right.
Well, call this man. He knows all. They call this agency. They know all these things. They can give you the best.
Exactly.
You just need a place to go. They can call directly to you, or they should have more than one place to call for this, too.
Right.
And so we develop these things, and it would be a better community. It would be a better place for all of us.
Do you remember the phone number to the family helpline?
437-231-HELP. No, I mixed them up. I had two. One of them was 437. I mixed one of them up for the latest one to an old one. That's funny. I did that quick.
I tell you, after the day, you could call 1-800-UNITE-US, and we'll let you know where the helpline is. What number to call to get the helpline?
That's my helpline. I got to know where it is.
No, I'm talking to the audience.
Oh, I guess he hooking me. Well, you need to hook me up with me. Let me see. What's that number? First of all, the old number was 231-HELP. 231-4357.
Okay.
And the second number is just a number over the building, 463-3607. That's the latest one.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't gonna never forget that. And then now you can, like you always say, give me your phone number. Give me your phone number. I said, give my phone number. I mean, yeah, he called me for what? I'm asleep.
Yeah.
But hey, I ain't that. I'm a little older now. I need my rest. I'm gonna call this brother and say, "Well, I need to get some rest, there, homie." Yeah. He said, "Yeah, all right." Hey man, where you from, man?
I'm from L.A. I'm from East L.A. I was born in L.A. County Hospital.
Okay.
Back then, that was one of the few places we could be born in here in Southern California.
That's funny.
You know, a funny thing that happened a while back is somebody called me. They said they saw a TV commercial I did on the Arsenio Hall show. Now, this was the original Arsenio Hall show. But they had recorded a bunch of the shows and just happened to be watching one of the shows and saw our TV commercial on the Arsenio Hall
Which
show.
TV commercial was that?
For 1-800-UNITE-US.
Oh, you've been doing your. Oh, you deep. You deep. You still got contact with the brother?
Not direct contact. You know, that was through the cable station.
Okay, well,
but I can say people have been calling us since the 1990s to find black-owned businesses.
But I guess I'm going to be calling you. I'm going to have my network call you.
Okay,
I mean, we all going to be calling you more than that.
Thank you very much. And then we
Crystal's network, if she ain't calling you now.
We can all benefit. And
You calling him?
Yeah.
Crystal?
I've used his service before.
How come you ain't told me?
That's why he's on your show.
No, that ain't good enough. You should have told me all along.
He's on your show because
Hold on.
I just ran into him in Paramount.
I heard somebody say that's right.
That's right.
But I got a man here now.
Yeah, but I wanted to ask you
I'm
a question
glad you're here, brother.
about the education on the.
Go ahead.
I got
about
a
the
question
black
for-
business.
She asked me a question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How
Go
are
ahead.
you? Because I think if it's important for the younger people to understand the power of the black dollar.
Right.
I think that a lot of us, it just goes right over our head. We don't understand the power of the revenue. So what are you doing to reach out so the younger people can understand the benefits that we'll eventually have if we support each other?
Well, some of our callers are younger people. One thing that that younger people are into music, and one thing about people in the entertainment industry, they know the importance of promoting, of getting the word out. Right? You can have the best band in the world, but if people don't know you and you're there, you're not going to get it. So we've had people. Like in social media is a big thing, so more and more people are going to our social media website and using the service, and it's important for parents too, just to pass that along. Like you take the average Jewish child that's maybe 10 years old, he knows from his parents that it's important to support Jewish-owned businesses, right? This Asian fella told me that when he was challenged for spending money with somebody else. They asked him, "Hey, whose children are you feeding today?" They just put that out there, right?
Well, I heard one of them say that they're not allowed to spend money outside their communities.
I mean, they can, but sometimes
I know they can, but they're not. That's really indoctrinated.
It's indoctrinated
From day one when they're born. You don't go outside. Everything you want to buy, basically, we have it.
Exactly.
And if we don't, come to let us know where we want you to go get it.
Right.
Where
right.
some of the other ones own stuff.
Yeah.
They just don't want you to go to traditional.
But we got just about everything. Welders, gardeners, you name it, there's somebody black doing that business. So now anybody that can just find the phone can call 1-800-UNITE-US, and we can let them know where the business
Okay, now
is.
you're opening up something I think we need to clarify too, because you said, do you deal with any other nationalities, or this just a black thing, or what? What is this?
Well, this is our niche, to promote black-owned businesses.
Okay,
However,
that's what
some of the people that call in are not black.
Okay.
Like we
That's
had
what I'm saying.
this one company from back east, they wanted to do marketing surveys in South LA. And the man was very honest. He said, Charles, the reason we're calling you because none of our agents want to go to South LA. And I said, no problem, because half my real estate agents live in South LA. So we were able to get them a lot of business.
You know, again, you gave us a lot. We're going to take a break. We're going to put back on Bland for a minute. But he's giving us a lot of information, Miss Krista.
Power.
Okay? Mr. Brista. Let's give it up for Mr.
Thank you
Brista.
very much.
No, you know, this is what we need to know. All right, we'll be right back.
Always been, that's the way love is. Friday you'll beg her, Saturday she'll plead. One day she'll say she love you, the next day she might leave. So you take it where you find it, or you can leave it like it is. That's the way it's always been. That's the way love is. It seems so fair sometimes, but that's the way love is. It makes you wanna cry, but that's the way love is. I know you don't know what I'm talking about, baby, because I don't believe you ever been in love.
Okay?
Sure.
Miller. That brother, did y'all hear what he was talking? I hope some of y'all are hearing it. Like my daughter said, who's listening? Whoever's listening, I wish y'all would take some of this and deal with it. This man gave you some important. You know how much money you had to pay for this? Or you never could find it. You know, a lot of us, all of us at one time or another said, I wish I knew where this, that, the other was. So we could support it. You never know. Because my daughter was asking about the black dollar. I'd expand it. They got
Right.
things on it, but nobody hardly pays the attention because sometimes we have too many other things on our mind. You know, most of us are desperate. Like, we don't, I got a buck, I got to get this. And I ain't thinking about it. I'm going over here to such and such when such and such is right there.
Exactly.
You know, you can go, you know what I mean? And so this is very important information. I want to talk about this. I have to just bring this up for a minute, that big lotto thing.
Oh, yes.
You know, and everybody, then, you know, you didn't see if you won or lost. Because if you have a family member and they won, you're not going to hear from them no more. So you can just cross that off, whoever it was. I don't care who it is. It's over.
Yeah.
You know, so evidently you still connected with your people, so they didn't win. And so all of mine are there, so we all good. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody.
Yeah.
Because people be disappearing, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, but you know that lotto thing, people they gave it to them. How much money did they really? I like to know how much money. I mean, money the people for tickets. I'm getting all mumbo jumbo. How many people bought tickets?
Well, they pay out about half of what they bring in. So if they're paying out $1.5 billion, that means they brought in about $3 billion.
This is what this is the point I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. Now they made. It's like a raffle of sorts. Raffle this pen. What, $500 or something? I mean, but the point is that's what we do because we're all searching for what? That easy way out of my life.
Right.
This is the easy way out. And then some of us, when we don't get it, we're down now. And then if I seen that person over there got it, I want to get him. I mean, it's like we get mad at the person who won the thing, but it affects you more than you realize if you don't understand what's happening to you.
Mm-hmm.
You lost.
Right.
But see, before that, though, everybody's talking about, what I'm going to do? Well, I'm going to go and do this. I'm going to buy a house. I'm going to get a car. I'm going to get a tub. I'm going to get whatever it is.
Yeah.
And so you're having fun doing all that, you know. Then when you lose, ain't none of that happening in the situation that you in. Ain't none of that happening.
Right.
You can't go buy a hat, let alone a house. You know, so you say, oh, my God, I'm down and I'm out. The point I'm getting at is that we have taken such value off of ourselves. Most of us I asked my daughter, how much are you worth to yourself, family, society? How much are you worth as you contributing to society? What is the value? I mean, the actual value of our bodies is very minimal. But how much are you worth in the cosmics of who you are? Can you count it? There's no counting it. What we got just in your brain alone. There's no computer to compare to it.
Exactly. Yeah.
None.
Yeah.
That alone to tell you that it's no money that can count how much you're worth. The capabilities that we have to do things.
Exactly.
That you don't even use a small percentage. Some of us don't even use that percentage. You know, to be able to see yourself for who you really are.
Right.
Who God sees you are. Those of us who believe that He felt so much about us that He sent His Son. It's the most precious thing that He had to redeem us. I mean, that's how much we worth. I mean, that in that context.
Right. You know, you made reference there to Jesus, and you know, Jesus was in business himself with his Father. You know what kind of business?
You tell us.
Carpenter.
Oh, yeah.
Carpenter, right? So
The
you know,
way it was said.
This is now for the business owners. Listen. This is really directed to for the business owners. I'm just asking, do you think Jesus and Joseph offered a good service, you know, for the and asked the fair price for services rendered?
I think he did.
I think so. I think he had, you know, was courteous, had a smile on his face, you know, treated the customers right.
Knowledgeable about the skills.
Exactly. So if you be more Jesus-like in your business, you're going to have more business.
Absolutely.
You see the way that he says, you notice how he says things, though. He comes around and goes up the door. He left me back down here at the pass. He moved right along. He said, I'll come back and get you. And he did. And I'll come back up here with him. Yeah. But it was way that it's being said. If you listen, because what you're saying is so true.
I was listening.
If we would just pay attention to what God did and how He ran His business, how that works.
Right.
Simple courtesy. If you're a business owner,
that's it.
Be courteous to people. Don't be arrogant. I think all of us has been to places where they're very, very arrogant. You know, we doing them a favor by coming here. You know, y'all is the only, you know, and you treat us that way.
Absolutely. In the nail shops, they
and they know you're coming back.
Still give them that money. It's
well, you know, you mentioned the nail salons. Well, we have black nail salons and stylists too.
Knowledge of them. I'll call them.
What I've heard from black women that go to the black manicurists, to say they get good service, and it's a friendlier service, and it's more sanitized. You know, at some of these other places where it's like an assembly line and they don't bother to clean the utensils or anything, just next, right? No conversation,
disrespectful,
heavy fumes, disrespect.
But you said something, I've seen some on Facebook where the thumb of a woman got infected. Anybody see that?
The toes as well.
It was black.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they didn't clean their stuff they used.
Right.
You got infected. You know, and something else I wanted to say about this. You know, I hate, you know, back around the day, everybody was saying there's no black on what do you call it? Salons. No black. Nobody knew where they were. They say, well, used to be one over here. They closed down. That was it. The first time I'm hearing this right here from you.
Yeah.
There's others.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
That is
Me?
very good information. Because
you gotta give me all that stuff. You can't leave without that.
Oh no.
You know, the average Asian nail salon here in South LA, they bring in about $20,000 a week.
Whoa.
In 1 week. That's one
Okay, let me
location.
ask you something.
Business.
Let me ask y'all something. See,
Now,
this is what I'm
it'd
trying
be
to
nice
get
if that money was going
at.
two ways.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's
We're
not. It's
the
going up.
They
treatment
just
is
take it
not
out.
there as well. I have to
They
speak
don't have
up
to-
on that. They're not. The treatment is just not there.
If they used to down in blacks. Oh, that's another thing.
That's a whole other thing, but
you know what? I'm just looking at this, man. I'm excited about all that.
Yeah.
I mean, how we can really begin to help each other. This is the way to start it. We don't know, you don't know, and that's what's been our problem. Part of my people perish for lack of knowledge.
Lack of knowledge, yeah. Well, since Dr. King's birthday is coming up, I would recommend everybody read that speech, Been to the Mountaintop, Seen the Promised Land. That's the last speech he gave. He gave that speech, and then he was killed the very next day.
Yeah.
But in that speech, he talks about the importance of supporting our own businesses, our own insurance companies, our own banks.
Well, that's
He
the
also
only way
said,
you can-
don't spend your money where you can't work.
wow.
So that's the homework assignment for the listeners out there.
That's a
Been
wonderful
to the
thing
mountain,
because
mountain type.
we pride ourselves on having some things on the show that can help people. Because this is just not entertainment. And the fact I know that I'm very funny, man.
Yeah.
But can't help that. But the fact is that ain't getting me nowhere if I ain't helping nobody.
That's right. And we can't
You know.
depend on
that's-
other people to tell
I can't
us
do it.
what I just shared about Martin. You know, they'll say I have a dream all day long. They'll let you know about that, right?
day.
But what I just shared with you, they're not going to tell us. So that's something that we got to share with each other.
We got to share it because I have a dream. See, unfortunately, it's just like Jesus. Everybody know about Jesus, basically. Like
Right.
community. That's it. I know he exists. Now, who is he? What? I don't know.
Yeah.
And there's no practices on it. We know him. Like that's why they say 80-90% of black people are ladies, blah, 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 blah. That's because we know. It comes down to the family line. All everybody in that family ain't going with that. So, what is obvious?
Right.
Because if we all were following the doctrine, we wouldn't be in the shape we're in now.
That's right. That's right. You know, one of the things I enjoyed when I first came in today was the music. That's some great music.
Yes.
And I'm fortunate that through much of my life, the music that I heard was positive. It
Yeah,
brought us
me-
together. You know, Motown,
Oh man, don't
Smokey
get into
Robinson,
that.
you
The
know.
Funk Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
But see,
Gladys
Chris don't know
Knight.
about that one. So
Remember James Brown, Say It Loud, I'm
Remember?
black and I'm proud.
I remember, you know,
Yeah.
and they wouldn't play it. Who wouldn't play it? The brothers. I mean, let me stop. Some of them, not all of them. They wouldn't because they thought
Yeah.
they thought that song was wrong. Some of them thought it was tone it down. You know, you can't
the blacks riled
don't have pride in yourself publicly.
Well, today it's not only been toned down, but it's been reversed. Right? Instead of Say It Loud, I'm black and I'm proud, it's go out and kill,
Our brother.
except they don't say brother.
Yeah, I know. They say I know.
They don't say black. The music has
You're right.
devolved from R&B to N&B. And I don't have to tell you what N&B stands for, right?
Got you.
But that's what's being bombarded with our children.
Absolutely.
Actually, the world these days is being bombarded with N&B. N&B. So when they look at us,
Because now you have other
they're
races
thinking
saying N.
N&B, right? And that affects the way people are treated, even the police. You know, even the people that on these grand juries. You know, if they're thinking, oh, that's just an N that got killed, maybe we shouldn't send this policeman to trial, right? So there's social ramifications, right? And it's really backwards when you think about it because throughout society, music is always, the intention of music is to make people feel good about themselves and their culture. That's the purpose of music. And
You know,
and that's the way it used to be with us. And,
It's that way. But you remember we were talking, well, I don't know who I was talking to, but it was about the hip hop when it first started. They was questioning them on these shows. They said, well, what's hip hop? Why you done? Because that's our community. That's what. And they be saying all kinds of stuff that it's not the community that I know. But they say this is what happens in our community. What community is this? That we doing this, we this and that, and calling with women that and all that. I don't do that.
Well, I think it's just a confusion between hip hop and rap. Rap music glamorizes the community, what's happening outside our doors. Now, hip hop.
Talk to me then.
Hip hop is something totally different. It's a different mindset. It's a different conversation. Hip hop is talking about the black culture, where we've been, how far we've come, and where we're going. Rap stops at the gang violence, the killing, the shooting, glamorizing women, and our physiques, our bodies, and putting us out there. That's the difference.
Or
not all rap, but most.
Yeah, because there's different types of rap. There's gospel rap, which is uplifting. Same sound, same basic sound as far as the music and the beat gets you moving and all that. But the words are positive. But then you got
I like the beats, Doc.
You got the beats are fine.
The beats.
As a matter of fact, most of the beats come from our generation, right? Going back to James Brown.
I wrote a rap, but I got everything from out of the Bible and the Psalms, and I put Lil Wayne's music to it.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I mean, you hear? I put Lil Wayne's music.
Yeah.
Because I feel like why not?
Well, music.
I didn't selling it. I mean, but it sounds good.
Yeah, music's a gateway to the brain. Like, remember the alphabet song? A, B, C, D,
E, F, G, what is Crystal doing to
whatever.
me?
We all remember the alphabet song, right? And we all smile when we think about the alphabet song and running home and telling our parents, I know my ABCs.
Yeah.
But imagine trying to teach that song to children without the music.
Without a melody.
With no music, just saying A,
No,
B.
it wouldn't work.
It'd be a rough day, wouldn't it? Right? Wouldn't be no joy.
There'd be no joy. If we're gonna close it down, you're going to come back.
Yeah. Well, thank you. So
we can't do it all here.
Yeah.
You got too much.
Just to wrap it up with the music, we just got to be very conscious about what is being sent to our children. If we don't like it, we should speak up.
I've been
In
saying
fact,
that for years.
In fact,
I mean that's understood.
What surprises me is there's a lot of young people that prefer the music of the 70s and 80s and 60s.
Lot. You'd be surprised.
Then what they're being hit with these musics again.
Because back then, that's where a lot of it's romantic. I mean, just listen to any of those songs.
Oh yeah,
any of them. You'll see that all they talked about that.
Passion.
They had a song for every situation.
Together, and then they telling the story. Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home.
Yeah.
When he died, all he left this was alone. Okay, you got that?
Yeah.
You got that?
Yeah. So we gotta get back there.
Yeah. You see, those just that alone, telling the story.
Yeah. Exactly.
Telling what he doing. Telling about his daddy.
Exactly.
Telling the truth.
The truth.
Exactly.
See, we all like that.
can relate.
Ball of confusion.
Right.
See that? See that? All these things, man. I mean, come on now. And we would all get it,
Right. And then if a man had a little trouble with the lady, there was a Luther Vandross or Al Green song you could put on to kind of
put him on.
We go back
smooth
before
things
Luther.
over.
I mean, they've always had them kind of brothers around.
Yeah.
The Four Tops.
Mm-hmm.
They would be or something.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we're gonna let that go.
So
you're doing good, Chris.
So the main thing is we need to be in control of our future. Whether it becomes, we're talking about music, about business, just in all facets.
What you bringing out, see, what we talk about in our circles. I mean, I've heard it over my lifetime, and there was no answer for them.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about where's this and where's this, that. You don't have it. Like I said, this is where the concept came for the family help line. At least we put that together for a phone line.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're saying something that's very important, to me. Where is this? This has opened up a whole new thing that you're talking about.
Right.
And the people, I'm shocked that it ain't out there. Nobody knows. Still don't know. Mm-hmm. We have to deal with that. We need
more people need to know.
Yeah, but I'm not saying in my world. For me, see, I'm just talking about me. I know what you've done is evidently you on Arsenio Hall. Mr. I heard you. You with Arsenio and them running around there. I don't know. Do you know Eddie Murphy? I mean,
I met him one time.
That's what I'm figuring. See, now you're going on down the line on me. You're name dropping on me now.
Yeah.
But see, I know you do. I'm just saying in my world, me and my daughter have talked about it before.
Mm-hmm.
Years, we used to say that. Where's the black?
Yeah, it was just a little sign that said, black owned. That's
Exactly.
the only way I knew that this was a black-owned business. That's it.
Right.
So to have a actual number that can be called to find out
That's
where
too
these
much.
services are is amazing.
Very good.
Very exciting.
Thank you very much.
Excited for you.
And
too.
there might be some people that have used the service over the years, so I really want to thank them because that's why we're still here. It's the people that call in.
You got to support it.
Yeah.
And see, the more people know, the more people, I guarantee you will support it.
Right.
I mean, because we need it every day.
Exactly.
Something that you
Spread
need
the
every
word.
day. It ain't no day go by. You don't need to pick that phone up and call and at least get information.
Right.
Something.
Exactly.
Well, we're going to have to stop it right here. And I'm saying right now, this has been very informative today. I'd like to thank my guest, which I don't think that he will be a guest any longer when he comes in. He'll be a friend.
Yes.
You coming in to give us some updates and whatever. I'd like for you to come through whenever you got something that you want to do or advertise or whatever. You have a place here.
Well, thank you, and I want to especially thank Crystal. We ran into each other this week and hadn't seen each other in a long time, and here I am, thanks to Crystal. So thank you.
You know,
Crystal.
she keep calling me about some dude. She said, I said, nope, ain't gonna happen. He that. I don't care. I can't.
Stop this.
Okay.
Stop this.
Okay, girl, you know he didn't
Stop
say
this.
that. You know he didn't say that. I'm glad you got your daughter.
Stop this.
She's on my side. Thank you very much.
No, I'm so glad that I met you. And
Yes.
he told me about you. I knew about you before you
Well, thank you.
came, man. I'm glad that you're here.
All right, thank you very
I'm
much.
glad that you're
So
here,
nice
darling
to meet you.
daughter.
Yes, it's been wonderful.
And I want you to come back. You have a spot here. You was doing your thing, you know.
Yes.
Next time we're going to sing a duet.
Absolutely.
I started busting it, so you got to finish it.
Yeah.
And Krista
Finish,
thinks she's a
finish.
sing anyway, so we can do that.
Yeah, we can do it. Let's do it.
All right. I hope everybody out there has a wonderful time. Remember, you have to love somebody every day.
There you go.
You have to give somebody of your time if you can every day. There's always somebody is looking to you for help. You have things that people wish they could have with money and they can't. You need to share it, especially young people with older people. Find somebody in the neighborhood or people you know, your family member, and help them, love them. They need help. If they're sick, disabled, whatever, every now and then just go check in on them.
That's it.
You know,
Very
just
good.
do what you can do.
Mm-hmm.
And let's get our mind off of certain things that's not going to help us.
Right.
Let's put it to good use because there's people out there who need you. You're very, very important. Thank you for listening, looking. Whoever's out there who's listening, please, thank you for... No, that's the thing between me and my daughter. We have saying this morning, she comes to, well, who listening? Anyway, who listening? I don't know. Let me know if you're listening, all right? God bless you. Have a good evening. Bye.
I wasn't the one doing it. It was you. You and that pretty lady out there.